It was the Oscars last night, and while some of you may have been in bed asleep, the showcase of the immortals, as some would call it, was happening over in California, where the Academy of Arts were awarding a select few with the highest accolade the film industry has to offer out. With such a huge event in the film calendar on the horizon, we felt it shouldn't be ignored. So let's take 15 minutes of our lives to talk about the Oscars 2026. Oh, Sam. The Oscars 2026.
The 98th Oscars.
The 98th Oscars. Are they relevant anymore?
They are, but not really.
No. What is it? They now run on YouTube, don't they? YouTube bought the rights.
Yes. Yeah, there was a big talk about that on the internet. I mean, it's been on network. Like, we're in England, so it was on ITV.
Yeah.
I think YouTube.
What was it on ITV last night?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
First time it's done that for a long time. It used to be on Sky Cinema, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did it come off of Sky Cinema a couple of years ago? I think it might have transitioned over. It's been a long time since I last actually watched the Oscars, so it's quite hard to now know where it all kind of goes on or anything like that. But yeah, still relevant or not?
As I say, it has its place.
Yeah.
They have definitely toned down the cringe aspects of the show.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a long time before. Well, I don't think they'll really ever get it back to the way it was, because obviously cinema is in something of a crisis anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite have the appeal it had 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But films will always be relevant.
Yeah.
The films that were at the Oscars this year were all mostly fantastic.
Yeah.
Sinners, one battle after another, I should say. There's always going to be fantastic films, so the Oscars will always have its relevancy through that.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien, he famously took up hosting this year as well.
Yes.
Good choice.
Both monologues have been great. He is a worldwide popular comedian. If you just get them in, it usually brings people to see these things.
Yeah.
Don't know why it's so hard to do that. Oh, do you remember at one point they didn't even have hosts?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you reckon it was the notorious Hugh Jackman and Anne Hathaway hosting duties that time?
Oh no, that was James Franco.
Was that James Franco?
Yeah. Hugh Jackman did 2 in a row on his own.
Oh, okay.
Which did pretty well.
Yeah. No. The James Franco and Anne Hathaway one. Yeah. That was bad.
That was a bad
That was
one,
really
yeah.
bad. But yeah, no, I think it's like Ricky Gervais seems to have done quite a lot there, right? Or it seems to have changed the opinions of hosts around these awards evenings. Take a bit more in jest.
Just get a comedian.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No.
Like Billy Crystal did it for years. A comedian.
Yeah.
Like when you start changing it. I mean, the best one for me was Steve Martin. Because Steve Martin was both a very, very good comedian and in a lot of Hollywood films.
Yeah.
So he kind of worked perfectly. But then they had like Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin, and then after that it kind of went a bit skew-whiffy.
Yeah.
But Conan O'Brien, he did a really good job. I hope he does it a lot more over the next couple of years, but I don't know whether he'll just do 2 and that's it.
Yeah. Is this your second then?
This is his second, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did it last
Okay.
year.
He's always got his finger on the pulse, hasn't he, somewhat? So, from
Yeah.
that standpoint, he's
Some
a
of
good
his
little host.
some of his jokes were great. He's not predictable, which is what you want. Which
Yeah.
is what he's always been. He's very goofy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
His cold open was absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
He played Aunt Gladys from Weapons. So he's basically just running away from children in like the films that are up for Oscars. So he like runs through like Timothée Chalamet playing ping pong. Dressed as Aunt Gladys with children running after him.
Okay.
With the Beastie Boys music playing.
Oh, okay.
So that was good fun. But yeah, I think one credit, one battle after another.
battle after another, yeah.
One, the big ones.
Yeah.
One Best Director, Best Picture. Richly deserved that Paul Thomas Anderson has now sort of... I don't want to say that he's finally reached the pinnacle of his career by winning the Oscars.
Yep.
But it certainly helps his legacy.
Yep.
Sinners did very well. Michael B. Jordan
Yeah,
won
Michael B. Jordan.
Best Actor, which was
Yep.
a big moment for him. Jesse
Yep.
Buckley.
And also a fantastic... I was going to say, continuing on with Sinners as well, Joransson won for Best Score. And
Yes.
I genuinely think Sinners was the best score of last year. In fact, the Sinners is arguably one of the best scores of the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So absolutely deserved that.
Yeah. But Jessie Buckley was the runaway winner of Best Actress.
She's my actor at the moment, Jessie Buckley.
Well, what a great time for Irish actors.
I know, right?
We've got Cillian Murphy won for Oppenheimer a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You've got Jessie Buckley now winning. I'm sure.
You had the girl for, I can't remember her name, but she won it for the Madonna film a couple of years ago as well.
Oh God.
And then she went to go and do Swim, that movie about a swimming pool that eats you.
She was also in F1.
Yeah. Yes, she was in F1, wasn't she?
Her name escapes me, which is very annoying. She's in Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Great in it. But you also got Paul Mescal, who's obviously coming up hot with Hamnet as well.
Yeah.
So it's a good time for Irish cinema.
Yeah.
I think the Oscars, if they keep to this level, I think it will be fine.
Yeah.
Because at one point it just became overwhelming about sort of like the current climate where people like to just sort of like enjoy the Oscars for a bit of entertainment. So they found a good balance, I think, between what needs to be said and celebrating films.
Okay. Do you think all the films were presented this year, represented? Or do you think there was anything that was missed?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I don't think so. I think...
So just to kind of give the audience a bit of an idea what was nominated. So Best Motion Picture was Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Now, Train Dreams was an interesting one because that was
great.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It was the Netflix movie, wasn't it? So they actually had a film on the board this year, which I thought was interesting because I didn't think they would have done.
Oh, that was a really good joke from Conan as well. What is the head of Netflix called? Is it Ted Sarandos?
Ted Sarandos, yeah.
So Conan O'Brien said, Ted Sarandos is here from Netflix, and he's in a place he's never been before. A theatre.
Nice.
And he's like saying, and he's basically like doing an impression of him, like, why are all these people clapping and celebrating in unison?
But no, there's a big
fun.
list of this. So yeah, as I say, so there's a huge list here. It's much, for those who don't know, the list over the last few years has got bigger and bigger in terms of representation of films within the Best Motion Picture category. All the individual ones are still 5 nominations each, but now the best film has now gone up to, what is it, something like 7 or 8,
10.
or even in this case 10. So from that standpoint, that's quite a spread, and then all of those films essentially filter down into every other nominated category. So what's there where you just kind of go, oh, it's a bit strange that this was snubbed, or we didn't see anything from this person, or was there anything there that was it was kind of pretty predictable?
Well, it's tricky because, I mean, Weapons was my favourite film of last year.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have seen that nominated, but it's a horror film and they don't usually get recognised.
Did it get a writing credit though?
I don't think
No.
that. I think it just won Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
But I mean, Sinners is obviously a horror film, but it's such a unique horror film with such a brilliant message.
Yeah.
They kind of smashed it out of the park. Jack O'Connell, I think, should have got more recognition.
Okay.
I think because he is the villain of Sinners.
Yeah.
And also he was obviously in. I suppose you wouldn't count 28 years Bone Temple because that's technically 2026, which is also fantastic in. So Jack O'Connell, I would say, could or should have been nominated for Sinners.
Were you surprised to see F1 nominated?
No, because that was a big. Those kind of films need to be at the Oscars because they're celebrations of the cinema experience.
Yeah.
They're a
Which is essentially what the Oscars have now started to become.
Yeah, I think they're doing a better job of striking a balance of like, well, we need to get the films that might not be shown, like international films. I think this is the most like internationally celebrated Oscars ever.
Okay.
Where there's like 6 different like languages involved in like the best picture discussion.
Okay.
So we need to get these films recognised whilst also celebrating what makes
Like blockbusters as well. And
Blockbusters,
huge cinemas.
exactly,
Except for
yeah.
one, I suppose, was a huge part of that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I suppose like that then leads me on to what are some of the highlights? What were some of the best parts of last night?
Well, Aunt Gladys winning was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had a lovely little speech.
She had a lovely speech. She's the actor Amy Madigan.
Yep.
Is married to Ed Harris.
Yeah.
She paid tribute to him along with their family, and it's always nice when, because she's, I think she's in her 70s, so she probably didn't think she'd win an Oscar
Yeah.
at this stage of her career. Paul Thomas Anderson winning his Oscars was a nice reflection on his career.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan winning was great. Yeah, from what I watched, those were the highlights. There was a lovely tribute from Billy Crystal to Rob Reiner.
Oh, okay.
That was very nice. And then basically a lot of actors from his career came on stage to basically celebrate his legacy. But yeah,
because there's more to that story, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, that's probably still to come out. So it's a real tragedy.
Yeah, massive. But Billy Crystal's really good at stuff. Like he did Robin Williams' tribute.
Yeah.
When he passed away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was nice. I mean, the in memoriam section is always really tricky because it's just. Well, this is my hot take. Should they just do away with that? Because you just basically have people, because there's too many people, and a lot of famous people will be missed out.
So many people, because I think the big ones were like James Van Der Beek wasn't on there, which he was fairly recent, so they might have already obviously spliced the in memoriam stuff together. It
just always leads to a controversy.
Yeah, there will always be someone missed, right? Yeah. I do think it's good celebrating it though, and having recognition of it. But I wonder if there's a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's almost like a televised version, but then a non-televised version that comes out as well. Like you get recognised on the website, but not on the show. And it's like, well, I don't really understand.
Yeah, you're just basically, it's kind of elitist. You're kind of just basically ranking the relevancy of the films and not the lives of these people.
Yeah. Which kind of makes for like a kind of an interesting subject in itself, really, doesn't it? Like, what does in memoriam actually mean anymore? Particularly since we're getting to the point where, as the industry got larger, the in memoriam section is now getting very big. Yeah. Like in every year, we're just going to see it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so it's a bit like, well, then what is this going to evolve into? You know, or is it just going to then be taken over by like special awards or something like that? Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, I think the Oscars is a really interesting celebration of film, right? In the grand scheme of things, I think it offers that really kind of opportunity to kind of celebrate people. I don't know if I would say necessarily that. I think that people are paying attention to it less, right? I think in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if that is because of the way that cinema is being somewhat diluted now.
The Oscars is a good reflection on kind of the state of cinema.
Yeah.
Where, again, it will always have its relevancy, but it doesn't quite have the grand appeal of previous generations.
Yeah, it's not so much of that water cooler discussion topic anymore. And I think a lot of people thought that was going to be down to TV now having a bit more of a hold or anything like that, but it's not that at all.
No.
So yeah, I think it's still got a ways to go in terms of
it needs to be looked after, and that is kind of why the Oscars is there.
It's still relevant.
Can kind of look after.
It needs to evolve into being that type of thing. You know, it's the same with BAFTAs. It's the same with all of those way of just nurturing it. But yeah. We just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the 2026 Oscars.
We're 2 years away from the 100th anniversary of the Oscars. Do you have any predictions what they might do for it then?
It really depends on what's out. In 2 years' time,
like a big celebration. But what do you think the big thing will be at that ceremony?
Don't know. I think it all really depends on what it is. I mean, there could be a huge in memoriam section where you've got 100 years of cinema to go back on, and it's just like, what does that mean?
I think they should try to transfer Dick Van Dyke's essence into an AI machine at that ceremony.
Like a Metropolis style.
Yeah. And then Dick Van Dyke can do an AI dance that he does.
Okay.
Okay. That's my hope.
That's your hope?
Because he's older than the ceremony.
Okay. Weird way to finish, but I'll take it. Okay. So we spoke about the Oscars today. If you have any thoughts or feelings on the Dick Van Dyke AI model that's coming out in the next couple of years, then please let us know. Otherwise, what's your thoughts? Do you like the Oscars? Do you still think it's relevant? What did you think of this year's ceremony? Let us know in the comment section below. If not, we've been fantastic.
Well, we try.
We try.